One of the ways that I think design can work on many levels is that if you can combine lots of references, they don't have to be overt. I think people pick up on them emotionally and physically. You don't really need to know what they are to enjoy the building. They give a richness to it and they can take you to places that you otherwise might not go. What I wanted to do with the house was to have something that speaks to your emotions. So when you first arrive, you look down on the house sitting within a valley. You sort of pop through some trees. In the distance is a hill called Bexley Hill, and it has a very steep kind of sort of slope to it. In one way, the house is sort of reflecting that kind of landform in a very basic way. We were interested in playing a bit of a game with time here. So one take on this house is that it's a Roman ruin wrapped around a sort of modern concrete house. Obviously, it tells this story about being a modern building. Concrete's a fairly modern material in terms of being reinforced concrete. You know, it's quite a robust, aggressive material, some people might say, but I don't think that. I think actually it's got this beautiful silky quality and a sort of pearly quality to the colour of it. But also, you know, it's essentially made of stone. You know, it has associations with ancient buildings. And because of its structural qualities, it's allowed us to build a building that has spatial characteristics, but also material characteristics that speak of ancient buildings. The ground floor of the house is very simple. There are essentially two main rooms. The first one is a sort of kitchen, living space and playroom. Within that space there are sort of 6 concrete towers, and those concrete towers contain things like a study and a laundry room and a loo and so on. There was an idea of a sort of medieval great hall where the whole household comes together. One of the reasons that we've got this wall of tapestries is that it's almost like compressing time. So we've got these very contemporary artworks placed in front of the tapestries. It's sort of bringing these horizons of time into dialogue as a setting for our lives, because that's how we live. We live in ongoing contemporary time, but everything we do is coloured by what's come before us. So I think trying to find a way of manifesting that context as a setting for life is actually quite important. I'd always wanted to build my own house. Having moved in and lived here for just over a year now, it really does feel as though it's almost like walking through a door into a new life. Everything, it feels like a sort of, I don't know, sort of almost like a platform that you can move forward from in so many ways. And obviously it's also a wonderful thing for the children to grow up in this, you know, to have this house as the sort of base of their lives. It's a 1970s Russian sci-fi film by the amazing Russian director Andrei Tarkovsky. It's the story of 2 characters, a writer and scientist, who hire this character called the Stalker to lead them into a forbidden zone. At the heart of the zone is a room, and if you visit this room, your deepest wishes are granted. I think when you're building a house for yourself, you are building that room where your deepest wishes, you hope, will come true.